All I'm saying is there is no need for any resource person to cite the rules of the Senate to a Senate committee. We know that. So please just answer the questions which are being asked of each resource person at length with an embarrassment of time para masagot nyo yung mga tanong. But please stick to the topics and do not lecture a Senate committee about the rules of the Senate committee. We know that. Back to Attorney Roque. Can I confirm, can I confirm lang po na your wife, Ms. Myla Roque, is the managing director of Biancham since 2015, ayon sa annual report ng Pag-ibig.
Well, she was with Pag-ibig and she was managing director of Biancham, but she resigned. She resigned.
When po?
I cannot remember exactly when, but as I said, we filed an application to be part of the AFAB property and we appended a feasibility study. Meron pong malicious report sa media making it appear na yun ang kinikita na namin. Yan po ay feasibility study. The requirement po yan ng AFAB kung kayo po ay mag-apply para maging kabahagi ng teritoryo ng AFAB. So dahil po doon, ayaw ng misis ko yung ganyang mga kontrobersiya, sabi po niya, I want out. At kaya nga po, ang nangyari po dyan, talagang nag-withdraw din kami dun sa project na yan because my wife said, I really want out. I want my privacy. No? At yan po ang dahilan kung bakit nagkaroon po ng change of ownership. At yan din po ang dahilan kung bakit recently, we are now taking moves to reclaim Biancham. No? Except that my wife really says, I want out. And that's also why we are contemplating even a separation of property para malinaw na hindi siya mai-involve sa aking mga business undertakings. The decision was made also because we had business reversals in a solar project kung saan dun ko po iniinganyo yung Whirlwind company, no? And we lost substantial amount of money in that business transaction.
Alright. Hanggang kailan managing partner yung asawa nyo sa Biancham?
Sandali lang po yan because yung investment po namin dyan sa First Bataan actually, and that was the controversy, was before I became congressman. And the controversy came out when I was a newly elected congressman, and that's when she verbalized that she wanted out dahil ayaw niya
Anong taon po yun nung naging rep
Siguro
kayo?
2016 po ako naging rep dahil
So
nanalo po ako nung 2016 elections.
So she would have been managing partner for at least 1 year, from
1 year
2015
lang po
to
yan,
2016.
hindi po nagtagal siya because she really wanted out. In fact, she wanted out of all my business transactions because gusto po niya maging pribadong individual.
Alright. But gaya ng ipinakita kong Articles of Incorporation, List of Incorporators kanina kay Mr. De La Serna, may incorporators na nakalagay doon, isa rin po si Ms. Myla Roque.
Yes, that's what the document says po. Hindi po yan dinideny.
So just to summarize, yung house, alright. Okay, before I summarize, regarding yung pinaplano nyong takeover sa Biancham, so ibig sabihin ba, bibilihin nyo yung shares ni AR? Bibilin De La Serna? Bibilihin nyo yung shares ng ibang shareholders? Or kaninong shares or kani-kaninong shares ang bibili ninyo para ma-effect yung takeover?
Ang share po ni R is 1 share. Ang tawag lang po dyan, qualifying. Kasi bago po naamindahan ng Corporation Code, kinakailangan meron 5 na directors at 5 incorporators. Ngayon po pwede na pong magkaroon ng one-man corporation. So kaya po yung mga nakalagay po dyan na 1 shareholder lamang, they are what is known as qualifying shares para makumpleto yung 5. Now, ang nangyari po kasi dyan is dahil we were also applying for an AFAB accreditation and at that time sa Kongreso po, nagkaring malaking issue yung pag-aari ni Congressman Florendo sa Tadeco, minabuti na rin po namin na lumabas muna doon sa investment sa Bataan. So nalugi po kami doon pero binalik ang pera namin na wala namang bawas, nawalan lang kami ng interest. So yun po ang dahilan kung bakit nagbago po yung shareholdings ng Biancham. No? Pero ngayon po, as we speak, and even before this controversy, the papers are being drawn na babalik po ako. No? I'm going to repurchase the shares and I will register it soon. No? Dahil malinaw naman ang gusto mangyari ni Mrs. basta wala siyang kinalaman doon sa mga negosyo na pinapasok ko. So magiging malinaw kung ano yung sa kanya, ano yung sa akin, at para ang isusugal ko lang, to quote her words, is yung sa akin lang at hindi niya isusugal yung sa kanya at sa pamilya.
So, ibig sabihin po, i-buy out nyo sina Mr. De La Serna at yung iba pang shareholders para maging one-person corporation na yung Biancham sa inyo na po.
Well, actually, napirmahan na po nila lahat ang mga dokumento, no, papunta sa akin. Pero hindi pa po kami nagdonotaryo kasi inaayos pa. No? So, hindi naman po one-man corporation yan. Dahil sa totoo lang, kukuha rin po ako ng mga partners. So magkakaroon din po kami ng reallocation pero mangyayari po ay babalik talaga po ako dyan.
So just to summarize, yung bahay na naging subject ng mission order para ma-apprehend yung dalawang tao na associated sa Pogo Hub sa Bamban, that house is owned by PH2. PH2 is owned by Biancham, and your wife was managing director for about a year of Biancham.
Yes po.
All
yes.
right. So we will just do more research on that.
And because it is owned by PH2, Madam Chair, corporation under the laws approved by Congress have separate personalities from the individuals constituting the corporation.
Sige po. So those are my questions. No, sorry. So just to continue, Attorney Roque. So even after the testimonies of Chair Tenco and Attorney Fernandez, mini-maintain nyo pa rin po ba na hindi kayo lawyer ng Lucky South 99 o kahit anong Pogo for that matter?
I confirm that 100%. And the reason po is, dala-dala ko po ngayon ng mga dokumento. Alam niyo po, ang attorney-client relations, kinakailangan po yan magkasundo ang partido. Because it is the highest fiduciary relationship. Kaya nga po yung tinatawag na attorney-client privilege, miski dito po sa Kongreso, hindi nyo mapapakontep kapag na-invoke yan attorney-client privilege. At sa totoo lang
within
po,
certain limitations, of course.
at sa totoo lang po, sana kinuha po ako ng Lucky Star na abogado. Bakit po? Dahil yung raid sa PORAC, unconstitutional po yan. Nag-raid po sila, kumuha sila ng warrant of arrest galing sa Bulacan judge outside of jurisdiction.
Excuse me, sige.
Well,
hindi natin ini-investiga yung raid. We are investigating
yes,
the
ma'am,
Pogo.
but I'm just saying
so,
kasi...
please just make your answer
mabilis
to
lang
this
po.
short. Kasi
Yes.
it was actually just a yes or no
Ma'am,
question.
but ma'am, let us be fair because you have been insinuating I am a lawyer for Lucky South. That is why...
Excuse me, the chair has not been insinuating anything. The chair and the members of the committee have been asking questions based on the testimonies, sworn testimonies of PAGCOR Chair Tenco, Attorney Fernandez of PAGCOR, and other resource persons. So the resource person will not impute any insinuation to the chair. Will please just answer the questions. The chair has given the resource person
Your Honor,
leeway
then,
to answer
in
the
the
questions.
interest
So
of
please
fairness,
answer properly.
may I be allowed to dispute then the statement of the prior resource person?
We will get to that in the
Okay,
course
so
of
the question
questioning of
again,
the
Madam Chair, is...
do you maintain na hindi kayo abogado ng Lucky South 99 or any Pogo for that matter?
I maintain as an officer of the courts and under oath before the Senate of the Republic of the Philippines that I have never acted as legal counsel for Lucky South 99 or for any other Pogo.
Alright. Pero tama naman pong totoo na nakipag-meeting kayo sa PAGCOR tungkol sa Pogo sa PORAC. Yes or no
Totoo
lang
po yun, nakipag-meeting
Okay.
ako, but as I said, ang aking kasama po ay kakilala ko bilang Whirlwind Corporate Secretary and I have documents in my possession which I would like to submit now to the Senate.
Yes,
Kasi iba
please
po
do
yung
that. Thank
usap-usapan
you.
lang, iba kapag notaryadong dokumento.
Okay. And definitely, yung pagtestimonya ng ibang mga resource persons ay hindi rin lamang usap-usapan at may mga sinasubmit ding dokumento. Otherwise, the committee would not bother inviting them again and again to
Madam,
the hearings. Excuse me. I just like to ask the next question. So, ang topic ng mga meeting at pag-uusap nyo sa PAGCOR, and in fact, mga pag-follow up nyo sa PAGCOR, ay utang ng Lucky South 99 ng mismong Pogo. Tama po ba?
Tama po yun.
Alright, salamat. So, hindi lang talaga Whirlwind, Lucky South 99 din.
Pwede ba ho mag-explain?
Pwede naman po.
Okay, kasi po ang Whirlwind is not only the lessor, they're also the service provider. Now, I appeal now to the officials of PAGCOR. Siguro kayo po mag-explain kung anong ginagawa ng service providers, including Chair Andra Dominguez, because I had an opportunity to work with her. Domingo, no? Ang service providers po, sila talaga ang nagbibigay ng lahat na kinakailangan ng mga POGO operators, kasi POGO operators po, lahat yan Chino. Hindi po yan nag-i-Ingles. Kaya nga po meron silang mga representative sa PAGCOR. Dahil sila mismo, they have no ability to communicate dahil nag-establish na nga sila ng mga independent POGO hubs. So ang pagkakaintindi ko po talaga, trabaho po ng service provider na magbigay ng serbisyo sa kanilang mga kliyente.
Alright, Attorney, salamat. The committee will ask further questions sa PAGCOR. Balik na lang po tayo dito sa Lucky South at PAGCOR, no? Ang sabi po nyo, you did not authorize the use of your name in the organizational chart. That was submitted as an official attachment by Lucky South 99 to PAGCOR. So, kasalanan po yan ni Cassie Linong, tama ba?
Hindi po. Kasalanan po yan ng kung sinong gumawa.
Sino
dahil
ang
wala
gumawa?
naman pong establishment. Gumawa po niyan Lucky South.
Yes.
Dahil sila po nag-a-apply.
Na si Cassie Linong ang isang doon.
Wala po
ang
pa
boss
tayong
doon.
ebidensya na nagpapakita kung sino nag-submit talaga ng mga dokumento, but PAGCOR can confirm kung sino talaga nag-submit ng mga dokumentong yan.
Okay, we will ask PAGCOR that again later. We asked them before. Basta ang malinaw po sa komite ay yung organizational chart na yan, na may drawing, may box, na legal, na nandun yung pangalan nyo, was one of the official attachments sa submissions ng Lucky South 99 sa PAGCOR. And sabi nyo nga, ang tawag nito, yung obligasyon ng Pogo na Lucky Star sa PAGCOR ang pinag-uusapan ninyo sa PAGCOR. So, due diligence, bilang abogado, dun sa mga diskusyong iyon, alam nyo kung ano yung mga dokumentong sinumite, alam nyo yung mga official attachments na nakalagay doon. Did you confront Cassie Linong about this? Or kinasuhan nyo ba siya na kung bakit nandun yung pangalan nyo sa organizational chart?
Madam, nagagalit po kayo dahil sinasabi nyo, binibigay ko ng mga salita ang inyong bibig. Pero right now,
Hindi
you
naman
already
ako nagagalit. Sinasabi ko lang wag niyong gawin
Oo,
yun.
pero ngayon po, sinabi nyo, you again insinuated that I had anything to do with the document. Ayan nga po sinasabi ko. As far as I know po...
Attorney, please stop using that offensive verb insinuating. I am a very plain speaker.
Okay,
Pwede
I'm sorry.
nyo lang, it's all right. Pwede
Okay.
nyo lang sabihin mali yung fact na
Mali po.
sinasite, tinatanggi
Oo.
nyo yung sinabi ng ibang resource person. 4 na taon na pong itong investigasyon. Halos wala na pong nag-i-insinuate kasi dire-diretso na pong mag-usap. Okay, so please tell the committee, kinonfront nyo ba si Cassie Linong or kinasuhan nyo ba siya? Bakit nandyan yung pangalan nyo sa organization?
Well, unang-una po, nalaman ko lang na nandun ang aking pangalan nung nag-hearing po last time dito na sinabi ni Chairman Altenco. Pero bilang abogado and naging professor ng constitutional law, I'm familiar with the rules of the Senate. And the Senate says that in proving facts, the rules of court apply in the suppletory character.
I don't need to argue with you about
Opo.
that, attorney.
Pero
But you
ang
don't need
sinasabi
to,
ko lang
excuse me, sandali po. You don't need to tell the committee what the rules of the Senate are.
Well, I'm just
Please
citing
just
po.
answer our question. You don't
My
need to
answer
cite,
po
it's not
is
necessary.
that document is only evidence of its existence. Pero para patunayan po yung katotohanan na nakalasaad sa dokumentong yan, dapat meron pong testigo na nakakita ng ginawa yung dokumentong yan, o di naman kaya testigo ng gumawa ng dokumentong yan, o di naman kaya yung testigo na pumirma ng dokumentong yan.
Actually,
Pag
as
wala
I
po
said
yan,
earlier,
hindi po siya po
no,
pwede.
excuse
Ma'am,
me.
excuse me
No,
kasi...
no, excuse me. Attorney Roque.
I'm sorry, madam, but I am
Yes,
a
it's all
resource
right.
person invited.
Yes, you are.
I
Wait,
was
wait.
asked
Let me
to
finish.
answer.
Yes, you
Hindi ko po
already answered in
maintindihan,
excess.
Kapag gusto niyo
Sandali
akong
po.
tumigil, papatigil niyo ako kapag ako nag-explain.
Yes.
I thought we were engaged in
Attorney.
the search for the truth.
Oh, definitely we are. Attorney Roque, what I am
Chair,
saying,
Madam
yes, and
Chair.
Sherwin.
Attorney Roque, please be reminded to respect the chairperson.
I'm very respectful, Madam Chair.
Paano respectful na nagsasalita siya, sinasabayan mo siya?
I apologize, Senator Gatchalian.
One more,
I
and
apologize.
I will cite you in contempt. And if you disrespect the chairperson, we'll be compelled to cite you in contempt.
I understand and I apologize.
Mo naman
Your Honor.
sabayan siya, nagsasalita siya, siya ang chairperson.
Okay, Your Honor. I understand. I apologize.
Salamat, Sen Sherwin. At salamat, Attorney Roque, sa apology nyo kay Sen Sherwin. All I'm saying is, there is no need for any resource person to cite the rules of the Senate to a Senate committee. We know that. So please just answer the questions which are being asked of each resource person at length with an embarrassment of time para masagot nyo yung mga tanong. But please stick to the topics and do not lecture a Senate committee about the rules of the Senate committee. We know that. We correct ourselves kapag lumalabag kami doon. So, I suppose your answer is hindi kayo nagreklamo kay Cassie Leong at hindi nyo siya kinasuhan kung bakit nandun yung pangalan nyo sa chart.
As I said, Madam, nalaman ko lang po yung pangalan ko nasa chart during the last hearing. Ang sinasabi ko po under oath as an officer of the court, hindi ko po inauthorize ang paglagay ng pangalan ko doon. Wala pong kinalaman sa paggawa ng dokumentong yan at wala pong kahit anong testimonya sa kahit sino na gumawa ng testimonya na nagsasabi na pumayag po ako. And I deny that under oath.
All right. And sa interview nyo naman po kina Ted Filon at DJ Chacha, inamin nyo, quote, dinulog sa akin yung problema ni Cassie yung nangyari sa Lucky South. So mula mismo sa bibig ninyo, interes ng mismong Pogo ang miniting at fina-follow up nyo o inaareglo sa PAGCOR.
Kasi nga po, si Cassie ay service provider ng Lucky South. So gaya po ng sinagot din ni Dennis Cunanan, pag may problema ang Lucky South, tumatawag sila doon sa mga tao na tutulungan sila dahil hindi nga po nag-i-English yung mga yan.
Okay. So but, whether service provider o ano pa man, dinulog nyo yung problema ni Miss Cassie Leong at ng Lucky South na isang Pogo, dinulog nyo sa PAGCOR.
Dinulog ko po dahil pinakiusapan po ako nung service provider. Dahil wala po akong kahit sinong kakilala sa Lucky South.
Well, kilala nyo si Cassie Leong. Siya, Lucky South po siya.
Ay hindi ko po siya kakilala as Lucky South dahil ito po mga dokumento nagpapakita na siya ay pumirma sa mga pleadings na ginawa ko nung ako po'y renetain mga 2 weeks after that meeting para sa kasong ejectment. Kaya nga po paulit-ulit ako, hindi po nagtagal matapos yung meeting na yon, dinulog po sa akin itong mga kaso. At 3 kaso po yan at lahat po ito ngayon isusumite ko sa ating komite na nagpapatunay po na ang aking kliyente sa mga kasong ito ay will win at ang pumirma po ay si Cassie Ong bilang Corporate Secretary. Madam, I'm now turning over these documents and this consists of number 1, ad cautela motion to quash or recall writ of execution filed before Branch 114 of the Regional Trial Court of Angeles City, omnibus motion for manifestation, entry of appearance, and second manifestation, remand of the case to MTC, filed before the Municipal Trial Court of Porac, Pampanga, both of which contain the filing with our consent by one Catherine Cassandra L. Ong, Corporate Secretary, Whirlwind Corporation. No? And of course, the third one is a petition for annulment of judgment with application for temporary restraining order and writ of preliminary injunction, docketed as CA GR number 18013, filed with the Court of Appeals, also bearing verification and consent signed by Cassandra L. Ong as Corporate Secretary of Whirlwind Corporation.
Salamat,
May I submit
Attorney.
these
Yes,
documents to the
COMSEC, paki-receive kay Attorney
Corporate
Roque.
Secretary, Your Honor.
To the Committee Secretary. Yes, thank you.
To the Committee Secretary.
Yes.